Yeah. So yes, fantastic. Everything's fantastic now. Of course, now I'm an internationally unknown super nothing. Also a victim of thievery. I have had things stolen from me.
What have you stolen from you?
Bicycles. Oh, I've had plenty of fun time with bicycles.
Yeah.
I love getting my bicycle ripped off. It was so much freaking fun. My first experience with actually getting mugged.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Were you?
Now, most people, of course, nowadays, since, a certain person's getting elected, people perceive thievery and robbery with a certain type of person. But I can guarantee you that I got robbed by a white guy. So I was going down the road, me and my buddies.
Ride your BMX?
Ride my BMX. Got a little lost. Right. That's driving a car. Ride my BMX.
Right.
We're flying. We're cruising that road. We're in a bad part of town here, man. Yeah.
Wait, what town is this? Jersey somewhere?
This is Plainfield, New Jersey. I don't know if anybody's from New Jersey. If you know Plainfield, New Jersey, Front Street, sort of down border, not a good area of town. So I'm like 13 years old. I'm like, oh man, my mom's gonna kick my ass.
Mom's gonna kill me. Mom's gonna kill me.
I'm like, I'm all right though, because I'm with the older guys. The older guys were a year older than me. Like I'm looking at these guys like, wow, they're huge. They weren't. So we're riding around. This dude comes from behind, knocks my other buddy over. This dude comes out of nowhere. I don't even know. He just dropped out of the sky, almost like he was an alien. Is holding on to, like, the guy must have been sitting on his porch. He had this piece of wood. It wasn't a baseball bat. It was a stick. It was a stick. It was a branch. That this whittled down, perfect, like smooth. I'm like, that's you're talented. You should go into woodworking after you get done mugging me for my $1,000 BMX bike.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah. Oh. So he's you want to fight for him? So these dudes must have been like 18, 19 years old. I'm like 13. I had just urinated all over my pants. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to die before I'm 14. I haven't lost my virginity to my hand yet. So they want to fight for him. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. That's about what I got out. My friends were like, oh no, because obviously we couldn't, because we had knocked off our bike, so I'm not going to pick up my bike and try to swing my bike at him. He's got a great big stick, and there's two other guys standing around, so we're like, okay, get the hell out of here, go home.
Just ran.
So we ran down to the police station next town over, told them the whole thing. They go around, they're like, yeah, whatever, if I got a bike stolen in the worst part of town, we're going to investigate this. Bullshit.
No.
So.
Never happened?
Yeah, no, it didn't happen. But my father, who had
you told me this.
my father, yes, dear old dad. I didn't have a great relationship with my father, but my father, when his son got fucked with, shit was not going to work out well for the people who fucked with me. My father, who happened to be from the worst part of town in Plainfield, exactly where these guys were from, was like, I'm not having this. No, not going to deal with this.
I'm not going to deal with it.
Yep, no.
I'm not going to deal with it. Not going to be able to do it.
Not having it. I ain't having it.
Not having it.
Yeah, this was a white man head shake. He said, I went to World War II. I killed Nazis. And you're going to try to take my son's bike? You little white-ass motherfucker. I'm going to beat your ass. And my father was the whitest crackers motherfucker I ever seen. So, every day after work, my father, now keep in mind, I'm 50 years old. At this point, my father was 53 years old. My father was 55 years old. My mama was 53 years old. They were going to the worst part of Plainfield every day with a brand new car, and they would sit right in front of the house where I got my bike stolen. Right where it's stolen.
Oh my gosh.
They would sit there. They would just sit there and stare at him. My parents could have gotten shot, killed with him. My father was like,
okay.
I stormed the beaches of Normandy. Okay? I've been in firefights. I've been shot at, like really shot at, shot down, gone to the hospital, like, bullet wounds, shot in my knees. Do you think you scare me? Have you ever seen a guy, ever walked through the woods, turned around and seen a dead squirrel? Yeah, well, you're a pussy. You know why? Because I've walked through the woods with a couple of guys, turned around and seen a dead American hanging by his fucking neck with his dick cut off and stuffed into his mouth. Yeah, that'll scare you.
Wow.
A little nerve-wracking. So anyhow, I'm sitting there and I'm like, he's sitting there and eventually these tough guys roll over to the window. Excuse me, sir. Something I can help with. I was like, yeah, there is. Give my fucking son's bike back, asshole. Like, okay. They take off. That was the end of that.
That was the end of that?
Yeah, that was the end of that. Now, strangely enough, a couple of days later, hello? Yes, this is the Middle residence. Oh, okay, fantastic. All right, well, we'll be down this evening. Apparently, the douchebags who stole my bicycle had left the bikes in the field after my father went down there and basically stared them down for a week.
Oh my God.
And left them in a vacant field right behind where they were. They were reported as being there. Cops came down, took them back. We went down to the cop shop. My bike was completely intact, and my buddy's bikes were 99% intact. So my father, World War II veteran, in his 50s, went and stared down thugs, as they're called. They're thugs. So,
He's a shit. He's a man.
Yes, it was.
That's a happy ending.
Yes, that's.
No,
It
really.
was a happy ending.
That makes me
So yeah,
feel,
it was a happy
that
ending. But
makes me feel good.
So yes, I have been a victim of thievery. So so when people go on about, oh my goodness, you steal music and blah 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 blah, you know what, man? Like, somebody actually assaulted me, tried to threaten to beat my ass, and I got stuff back. So if I decide to copy some songs off the internet or the radio, I'm not feeling bad about it. So
That's right.